I have seen a lot of people disappointed about the new species list, and the fact that we're only getting 5 new species, and they're all small game. But trust me, there's a reason to this. At least I think there is. And once you realize what this reason is, it'll all become very, very clear to you what EW is doing here. If you're new here, my name is Squid. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Definitely go down there and hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. Now before we dive in, I do just want to let you guys know that I'm not an official Call of the Wild creator. I'm not in partnership with Expansive Worlds, because I'm under the age of 18. I simply just make YouTube videos on this game, and take you guys along with me. Now in a way, I like it, because I'm one of you guys, I have to wait for the DLCs to come out, I don't get to grind in early access, yada yada. But what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to specifically, hype up the new map, because I'm an official creator. Not saying that that's what they do, but obviously you're not going to become an official Call of the Wild creator to talk down on the game. And I'm not going to be talking down on the game in today's video either. What I'm going to be doing is explaining with the general public, especially a lot of young kids who are, complaining about this new species list, complaining about this map, that don't understand why this is happening. And the reason for this, as I shoot this roe deer that's laying down here, it's an interesting way to die. All I'm going to say is Great One Red Deer. Now not just Great One Red Deer, but we're getting tons of remodels with this update. Roe deer are now confirmed with the addition to the last trailer. Obviously we already knew wild hogs were getting a remodel, and with as good as these new models look, I mean the red deer model is incredible. You have to keep in mind that these remodels probably took over 1,000 hours each, as they are. Not to mention the development of Tornasheen probably took several thousand hours as it is. Now if we are to be getting new red deer Great One furs, which I'm really hoping we are, and possible new red deer Great One racks, those would take a whole nother unfathomable amount of time. Grab that roe deer real quick, might as well take his sister as well. Not to mention the amount of time that it took, to make these species work on the new map, to add the swimming animations. For the new mink, I think, are the ones that swim, right? I don't know, I know nothing about mink and badgers in real life. This all took a very long time. I can guarantee you that. As a game developer who literally makes like little top-down zombie shooters as a side hobby, I dedicate thousands of hours into games that are absolutely terrible that my little cousin wouldn't even want to play. And I guess what I'm trying to say is the fact that we still have 5 new species coming with this update is incredible. I am so grateful. Honestly, I didn't think we were going to get any new species. It was going to be European map. A lot of the species, yes, are technically just copy and paste, but it still took a lot of time to make them work on the new map. It's not just copy paste. There's probably hundreds and hundreds of hours into that alone. Now, there's one thing that would really let me down here and kind of change my whole opinion on this update. I'm kind of relying on the fact that we're probably going to be getting new Red Deer Great One furs, and if we were to not get new Red Deer Great One furs, then I would be genuinely disappointed with EW's choices on this update. The only thing, if that were to be the case, that would change my mind, or frankly make me not disappointed, heart shot? Yes, sir. I love this gun. Is if we were to get a crazy Great One with several furs and several racks, or if it were a feral goat, several horns. But if they give us like a Great One Badger or something, and then the species list with the remodels as it is with no new red deer furs, then I'm going to be genuinely disappointed. But I just don't think that's the case. With the amount that they've been showing the new red deer remodels and the trailers and whatnot, I think we basically have to be getting new red deer furs. Yes, the new red deer models look really good, but why would they dedicate that much time to a model if they're not going to do something crazy with it? Because the red deer looks the best out of all of them. Yes, the red deer and the roe deer and the wild boar are some of the oldest models in the game, but I don't know, just especially with the red deer, they've been hyping the crap out of them. We basically have to be getting red deer Great One furs, right? And hopefully new red deer Great One racks. And in my opinion, hopefully a feral goat Great One as well. That's what I really want. Red deer Great One furs, feral goat Great One, the new map with the species list as it is. Hands down, second best update of the year. First best update was a ski ridge with a mule deer. Great One wolf update with that patch, solid 8 out of 10. That was a good update as well. If they wrap up the year in the way that I just said, with the red deer Great One furs, new Great One despite the species, and the new species list obviously as it is, it's not changing, with Tornasheen, that would be a very good year for Call of the Wild, and I would be very satisfied for 2025. Let me know down below, would you guys be satisfied with that? Or is there still more that you guys would like to see out of this update? Now, another reason that I really think EW is going to be giving us new Red Deer Great One furs is because of the fact that they said in their Q&A a few months back that when they release Great Ones, they want it to be something that everybody can grind. and it needs to be a species across a wide variety of maps, at least most of the time. And if they were to stick to that pattern and attract people to all different sorts of maps, for example, Teodo is best for red deer, but they could also be grinded or just generally hunted because of the hype surrounding them. On Parquet, Hirschfelden, which is a map that everybody has no matter what, so it just makes sense to me. We have to be getting new red deer great one furs. Again, if we don't, I will be genuinely disappointed. The whole community is hyping this up right now. I honestly hope, for the sakes of the community, or at least for the sakes of 75% of the community, that we get new red deer great one furs. If not, they will literally let down 75% of their community. But it has to happen. I just don't see a way around it. There's no reason why they'd be specifically hyping up the red deer that much. Like the roe deer got remodels, why didn't they put the roe deer on all the trailers? The hogs look amazing, why didn't they put those on all the trailers, you know? I guess the red deer would probably be the most popular species, but I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't see a way around it. We have to be getting new red deer furs. Even though a red deer grind would be very, very difficult on Hirschfelden, it would still get people out in hunting the red deer on Hirschfelden, especially people who don't buy DLC. It'll just get people on the game again because that's a great one that they can go grind for, and that the whole community will be grinding for, despite the fact that we're going to be doing it on separate maps. It's definitely possible to spawn one on Hirschfelden, but it's a big challenge. So like I said, I really hope that we see red deer great one furs. I think they'll be letting down a lot of people if they don't. Hello. Time for the bird shot. Got that one. Did I get that one? Seen dirt go flying, but I think that was just my pellets hitting the ground. Now, speak of the devil, something that a lot of people aren't taking note of, I guess I can say, or just realizing, is the possibilities of us getting a Class 1 Great One. For example, a European Hare Great One. That wouldn't really make much sense, but European Hares are in base game maps, like Hirschfelden, or actually it might be the European Rabbit. So maybe it'll be a Euro Rabbit Great One. I don't know. I don't hunt rabbits very much, and I wouldn't grind for the Great One if that was what they released, but the Great One release pattern goes like this. Antler/horned, Predator, Class 1. We've got our antlered great one this year, that's the mule deer. We've got our predator, that's the gray wolves. Now if they follow the same pattern that they did last year, which they already are, we should be in for a Class 1 great one. Now, with the new map it is confirmed that we're getting a new great one, but as of recording this I don't know what that great one is. So therefore, my guess is this. If we're getting new red deer furs, which chances are very high that we are, red deer great one furs specifically, my bad, the pattern would just line up perfectly. It's going to take them a lot of time to work on those red deer furs along with the roe deer, just the general remodels. An easy thing for them to do would be to release a Class 1 great one, and it's all timed so perfectly, you know, with the great one release pattern, with a new Class 1 species coming to the game, that I think we're in for a Class 1 great one, and that is what the new great one's going to be. Now, whether this is something as crazy as a European rabbit, or the badger, or mink, I don't know, but this is my prediction. Tornasheens are going to come out, obviously with the current species list. We're going to get new red deer great one furs, and a Class 1 great one. Plus the remodels, which you already know are confirmed. That is just what makes the most sense to me as a game developer. If they follow the same pattern that they did last year, everything would line up perfectly. And that is, realistically, if they were going to use their time like a huge AAA game development company should, that's what they should do. That's what they're probably going to do. And that is the reason why the species list isn't amazing. We got several new remodels, we're getting a new great one, and possibly new great one red deer furs. Plus, they still managed to put 5 new species in the game. You know, the new species take an insane amount of time as it is, and the fact that they still managed to give us 5 is impressive. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this kind of chit-chat video here. I've seen just so many comments complaining about the new map and the species list being terrible, and I just had to tell everybody my honest opinion on it. That's a good Iberian wolf. That's one species that really needs remodels, the Iberian wolf. I'm gonna mess him up here, but screw it. And he will go down. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. If you're new here, my name is Squid. I've been making videos on the Hunter Call of the Wild for the last 3 years, and I've been playing for the last 8 years of my life. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, kind of leading up to the update, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. As always, my name is Squid. You guys are watching Squidster Outdoors. Join the Discord server. Everybody that joins says we have the best Call of the Wild community on the internet, and I could not agree more. So inclusive, so friendly. Hilarious at the live streams. We stream most days at 6 PM Eastern Time. And without further ado guys, my name is Squid, you're watching Squidster Outdoors, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out my gamers.